Hey guys, welcome back to LOB. I'm TJ. In this video, I'm showing you a bike that I'm super pumped for. It's the new 2018 Norco Search XR. Now, the Norco Search has been around for quite some time now, and it is categorized as an adventure bike. Something a little bit different than their Threshold, which is their cyclocross bike. The Search is a little slacker, longer wheelbase for stability. The Search XR is an offshoot from that bike, and it was built as a gravel adventure bike. So the difference with this bike is it is more capable. You can fit a wider tire into it. The Search XR comes in at 5,000 Canadian, 3,800 American, and around 4,000 euros, depending on what country you're in. This new Norco Search XR is a much more relaxed geometry. Compared to the Norco Search from previous years, this bike is longer, a little bit lower, and has a slacker head tube angle. The front chainring is a 48-32 configuration, and the rear cassette is 11-34 tooth. Interestingly enough, the new Trek Checkpoint has almost identical geometry to the old Norco Search. What this means is a little more stability on some of that looser terrain. Now, Norco is a fantastic company. I really like what they've been doing in the last couple of years, especially with bikes like the Norco Sight. They are a West Coast Canadian company. They build their bikes for rugged terrain. They have some of the best mountain biking in the world. Now, they actually tested this Norco XR on some of their mountain bike trails. So this bike is built to be super solid. In my opinion, and in light of what I've recently seen with the Trek Checkpoint, I would say that the Norco XR nailed it as far as a gravel bike. From frame tech to tire clearance, this bike has everything I would look for in a gravel or an endurance bike. Speaking of frame, this bike was redesigned from the ground up with some pretty cool features. Some of these features include a lightweight carbon frame with an Armorlite resin, which basically makes the frame a lot more durable and a bit stiffer. Norco also has something called size scaled tubing, so each frame is designed specifically for different size riders. Norco also has a proprietary arc system. Basically, the system is curved and ovalized stays, which helps with bump compliance, meaning the bike can be efficient and stiff, but also be comfortable. The frame can handle tire clearance for a 27.5 up to a 2.1 width, or a 700C up to a 45mm wide tire. 42mm with full fenders. The frame also has through axles front and back, an integrated cable management system, and plenty of mounts for racks, fenders, bottles, and you name it. Now, it's no surprise that Norco have gone with a reliable 2x11 drivetrain, the Shimano Ultegra R8000 series. The Ultegra drivetrain is also paired with a Praxis Zyante, or Zyant, however you want to say it, front crank, which in my opinion isn't a down spec. I've been riding Praxis chainrings for quite a while, and they feel really nice, primarily due to the cold forging that they do, which is a technique that Shimano also utilizes. The nice thing here is that you can upgrade these chainrings with other Praxis chainrings, and Praxis makes a lot of different options. The wheel set is a Clement wheel set. The company is actually now known as Donnelly. I personally have no experience with these wheels, but if they're anything like the tires, I'm sure they're pretty good. Speaking of tires, the bike also comes with a 40mm wide Clement Explorer tire. I've been riding Clements for quite a while, and it's pretty much my go-to gravel tire. And to finish it off, Norco have spec'd the bike with components from various different companies. The bike has a Norco SL composite seat post, a Norco SL race saddle, an Easton EA70 AX handlebars, which is a gravel handlebar with a little bit of flair in the drops for extra comfort on those long rides. All in all, I really like this bike. I think Norco are doing a lot of great things. I personally want to own this bike. I think the color is absolutely amazing. I think they nailed their colorways, as they have done on quite a few of their bikes in the last couple of years. I think they're one of the very few companies that makes a really nice, really good looking bike and really aren't afraid to go out on a limb with some of their bikes, as you can see in the new Norco Search XRs. Now, this is such a hot bike that I heard that bike shops can no longer get this bike, as the Search XR is already sold out. So if you can get your hands on one, consider yourself lucky. And that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you can subscribe down below for some future stuff. If you want to see any of my stuff in advance, I am on Instagram and Facebook. Keep the rubber down. Peace.